Good afternoon again. How are your eyes feeling? You're looking a lot better. How is the congestion in the chest? Still a little bit foggy? Okay. How about the eyes? Have the eyes been watering at all? Have they been itching, burning, anything like that? Just a little bit? Okay. Well, do you mind if I get real close and I take another look at the insides of your eyes? Okay. Yeah, your dilation is definitely a lot more on par with what I would consider normal. Okay. I suspect that you might have been exposed to a chemical or possibly an allergy or something that you're growing to be allergic to. It could have been chemical, it could have been something that you ingested. It could have been something like a fabric or a fabric softener, something that would be a residue on your clothing. But what we're concerned with usually after this type of exposure is whether or not there's any neurological side effects. I'm really happy to see that your eyes, your dilation, and your focus, it looks like it's much more reactive than it was previously. Just real quick, to gauge your vision, the last time that we were here you had a difficult time focusing on the Q-tip. So if you can look at this chart behind me on the wall, can you tell me what that letter is? Can you read me those letters? And how about line 4? Pretty close. Any chance on line 5? Okay, understandable. You're improving though. That's always good. Doesn't matter how slow you go, as long as you do not stop. I just want to touch the area around your eyes and see if there's any swelling. Is this tender at all? Now what if I run my finger? Go ahead and close your eyes for me. If I run my finger across your eyelid here. It does feel like there's a little bit of swelling. Go ahead and close your eyes for me again. It does feel like there is a little bit of swelling, and that happens when there's fluid built up or if there's just some sort of reaction that's going on. Okay. I can see that your eyes are starting to tear just a little bit too. So while we have that, before we get you any sort of eye drops, do you mind if I take a sample of it? Okay. Go ahead and look up for me. Hold still. Okay, there's the one eye. Go ahead and look up. Hold still. Okay. One of the other things that I want to look for is I want to see a little bit farther back into your iris and also in the back of your eye. To do this, we have to intentionally dilate your eyes. So the new drops that I want to be giving you, what I'm going to do is put them into your eyes. We'll let them sit for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, I'll be doing some other routine exams and see whether or not, your respiratory, your heart rate, your breathing, and your ears are all normal. And then, meanwhile, I'll have the lights dim, and it'll allow your dilation to happen a little bit more naturally. not naturally per se, but it'll allow your dilation to happen much more rapidly. Okay. Alright, so you ready for the drops? Okay. Just reach behind you here. Alright, I'm going to have you look up for me. Okay, we're going to start. A little too fast. Go ahead and blink. Okay. Look away. Okay. Now the other eye. Beautiful. Okay. Go ahead and just blink a couple of times. Go ahead and let your eyes stay shut. Yeah, you don't have to focus on anything. Okay. Just allow your eyes to rest. I'm going to feel your lymph glands. And the room will start to get really, really bright. Okay. I'm going to take this moment to turn off the lights, and then we'll switch to a red light, which is much easier on your dilation, okay? Hang in there, I know it's getting blurry. So it'll take me a second. Okay. Does that feel a little bit easier on the eyes? That does? Okay. It's deceiving because it's not actually darker. But your eyes will have the opportunity to adjust. Just going to take a clean cotton swab. I'm going to clean the excess fluid that is probably draining out of your eye right now, okay? A little bit better? Okay. I'm going to check your lungs and your heart rate. Okay. I'm going to test each side, so go ahead and breathe in for me nice and deep. Good, good. Other side, go ahead. And one more time. I'm going to listen to the back of your lungs here, so I'm just going to reach my hand around to the back of your chest. So go ahead and breathe in for me. Okay. And the same on the other side. Breathe in. Okay. Gonna feel for your lymph glands here on the sides of your neck. Have you noticed over the last couple of days whether or not there's any kind of disruption or abnormality in your sensory perception? Say, for instance, difficulty differentiating between hot and cold. I'm going to tap on your chest. Just let me know if any of this is tender or if you feel the urge to cough. What about up here by your clavicle? Okay. Do you mind lifting up your arms just a little bit here so I can feel underneath your armpits? Is this a tender area? Aside from being ticklish? It's alright? Okay. Okay. Take a look into your ears. Your ears were a concern at the time. Have you had any hypersensitivity or abnormalities with your hearing? Any sensitivity to sound? Anything like that? No? Okay, that's good. Alright. Just turn your head for me just for a second here. And I'm going to use my flashlight so even in the red light I can see really well. And if I pull on it like this, is this alright? Okay. Do you mind turning your head to the other side? Thank you. Okay. Again, I'm going to pull on your ear just a little bit. Okay. Go ahead and turn your head back towards me. Alright. Do you mind opening your mouth? Slide your tongue to one side. Now the other. Okay. I'm going to take this light and very briefly shine it in your eyes. Might not be too terrible comfortable after sitting in the red light, but I want to watch your dilation on a quick reaction, okay? Okay. Still waiting for that eye drop medication to kick in. I'm going to take my tweezers here. They're stainless steel. They're cold to the touch, but they also have a very distinct texture to them. And then I'm going to take a very soft cotton swab and I'm going to touch various portions of your face. I'd like you to tell me which one is which and whether or not you can distinguish the differences between the two. So please close your eyes. How about now? Your dilation does look like it's taking effect. So I'm going to measure how quickly that's occurring. And also, I want to see the backs of your eyes. So this might not be the most comfortable, but hang in there, okay? If you look over to this side here. And over to the other side. Okay. You still have quite a bit of redness and your capillaries are still enlarged. This leads me to believe that you still do have some swelling or at least some reactionary behavior going on. So I think we'd like to keep you on the antihistamines for a couple more days until the flushing of your eyes stops. Another thing that you can sometimes do, your eyes will tear as a reaction to the irritant, and when that happens you get the fluid that wants to flush that out. If you lie on your back right before you go to bed and just take a couple of minutes, 5, 10, 15 minutes, and just gently pat your eyes from the side to the other side, and that will help to increase normal circulation. It will cause teariness, but it will also cause that to flush out a little bit. I can practice some of that with you if you'd like. Okay. Yeah, since we already have your eyes dilated, this is going to just be hopefully a pleasant ending. Alright. Just going to take my thumbs here. Yeah, this really helps when you're lying on your back, whereas now you're sitting up. It's still very relaxing. Also, with your eyes closed, if you run your fingers along the tops of your eyelids, and that way the fluid can be moved from both the underside and also above. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that from the top crease as well. Drag that fluid out. I want to check the veins in the backs at the top of your eyelids. So one more little stressful bit. I'm going to go ahead and lift your eyelid. Okay. Now your other eyelid. As I suspected, irritated but treatable. And the challenge will be to find out what it was that caused this reaction, whether or not it was a food. We can schedule you in for a time sometime for an allergy test and test for some of the most common allergens, such as peanut butter, tree nuts, certain types of fruit, or chemicals like ammonia. We'll schedule an appointment for you in about a week. Okay. it consists of is putting a concentrated topical remedy on various places of your skin and watching how they react. Whether or not it causes hives or just an irritation. Even just a little bit of a reaction gives us a lot of answers. Okay. See how that feels a little bit better? Yeah. Just glide your fingertips along your eyelids and below your eye. Okay. Well, in a week from now, we'll schedule you in for a allergy test. And in the meantime, try to keep the lights lowered, rest a little bit, and give me a call if there's any kind of complications, okay?